Hey, and welcome to another great episode of Passion Unscripted. Da-da-da-dum, da-dum.
I love it.
Happy Monday, happy fun day. And if this is the first time you are with us, welcome. This is space that you just stumbled upon not for by coincidence. There is always a reason, and the universe always guide us. And for our Raven fans, welcome back to another episode. And I just wanted to give a couple of words about our podcast and who we are, just in case if you are tuning in for the first time. This is Passion Unscripted podcast where we talk about love without the boundaries. As you can know, all the topics that we are touching, right? This is something that we are bringing the education to people because, again, nobody taught us this in schools, and not everybody is familiar with all the different things related to our intimacy and to our love. That's why we love talking on these topics. And obviously, we draw more inspirations from your comments and from everything what you want to hear from us. And my name is Irina Portnova. I'm all about manifestation. Let's manifest the best love and sex in your life. And I'm here with Dina Alexander. Dina, tell a couple of words about yourself.
Irina, I love your drum roll.
Thank you.
It's fun day. It's Monday. I love the Mondays. For 3 Mondays, I think three, I will be or two, the 10th, I will be back on
Mhm.
because I'm going for business for a while.
And we
But
will miss you.
sorry.
We will miss you.
Yes, I will miss you also, but because of the time,
Mhm.
um, and I'm on the road, and it's almost impossible to plan
Totally.
anything. But I will be missing you guys, but we'll be back on the 10th of November.
Mhm.
Um, I am Dina Alexander. I am a personal coach, a relationship coach, and a sex coach. If you haven't seen us before, haven't heard of us before, I do believe spirituality and sex should be married together for you to have a
Mhm.
better balance in other areas in your life. That's what I teach.
I love that. And I just wanted to mention while you are not with us, I'm going just to post the replays because not everybody watched all the episodes. So we are going to see which are the most required episodes, or just drop in the comment what you want to learn about. And I'm sure we already got it covered in our prior episodes. So let's make it happen because, again, we love for you to participate because we are here for you, not for ourselves. We want to deliver something that is relevant for you. So your comments truly appreciate it. And today we are in our part two, love without boxes, right? And that's exactly what we started to talk. So Dina, let's just dive in.
Yes. In our last episode, Breaking the Walls of Labels, we began peeling back the layers of what love should look like and
Mhm.
dare to ask what if love doesn't need a box at all. So today we go deeper. As you said, we are talking about what it really means to live that truth, the beauty,
Mhm.
the tension, and the deep courage it takes to love beyond convention when the world
Mhm.
still expects definitions. Okay?
Mhm.
Hey, real love doesn't ask you to shrink. It asks you to stand fully in who you are, and that connection flows from truth. So,
Mhm.
when love expands faster than others can understand, okay? Sometimes love grows faster than language. You find yourself in a connection that doesn't fit that usual storyline. Maybe it's open, fluid, multi layered, queer, spiritual, or something that doesn't have a name yet. And
Mhm.
while your heart feels alive and right, the world might tilt its head in confusion. People ask questions, sometimes with curiosity, with fear. They want to understand and categorize. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But love, sacred love, the one that I'm talking about, the one that I'm stand fully behind, doesn't move at the speed of social approval. It
Mm-hmm.
moves at the speed of soul evolution. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So when your love, and if you're listening to us at the moment, if when your love expands beyond what others can see, remember, it is not your job to make it real for them. It's not for your job to um, get their approval. Oh, I was looking for a word.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ask yourself, am I slowing my love down to make others comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
And if you are, how can you gently reclaim that space for truth? So, Irina, help me out here. What did I touch in your heart?
Oh my God. You know what? This is like you touched a lot of great points, and the most important thing, connect with yourself, right? And a lot of people are still not understanding what does it mean to connect with yourselves, and that's why I'm running that free workshop. It's called Meet and Greet Your True Self, where you can tap and understand yourself better, who you are beyond all the labels that society wants to put you in, right? Beyond your identity, whether you're a mom, whether you are a father, whether you are a parent, whether you are the daughter or the son, whether you are just the employee or the business owner, whatever it is, right? So, who we truly are beyond these labels. And that's exactly why I'm holding this workshop. So, there is a link below. Please come, please sign up. But meantime, to relate to what you just shared, Dina, there is like a huge connection, right? Because if people do not know how to trust their own God, they do not know how to connect to the heart and stop making every decision just purely from their logic, they are missing out so much in life, right? And that's exactly why we are talking about these topics, because again, a lot of us, we were raised in that, like in our own guidance, placed by parents, placed by schools, by societies. So whatever beliefs we incurred, those were all shaped up by our upbringing, by our environment. And now it's our job, when we start to awakening to who we truly are, right, beyond everything else, we start, like you mentioned, peeling the layers of a lot of beliefs that were installed in us, which are not even ours. And that's why it's important to look at these topics and talk about it, because again, if we are too afraid that the society is going to judge us, if we are too afraid to speak up what is comfortable for us, what kind of freedom or living we can actually experience.
I'm totally with you. So let's talk about navigating judgments. That's
Mm-hmm.
the curiosity, navigating curiosity and
Mm-hmm.
misunderstandings. That's that's the thing. Okay.
Right.
So let's be real. When you laugh outside the norm, people notice you are
Mm-hmm.
different. And
Right.
their reaction can range from fascination to judgment or
Mm-hmm.
projection.
Right.
Okay? Couples or connections who live this way often face subtle questions like, who is the real partner? Isn't that just a face of yours?
Mm-hmm.
Or the classic, I could never do that. Those are judgmental comments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But here's the sacred practice, stay anchored in your why. And that's the big thing, because some of us, and I'm going to take it personally, do not do forget the reason why we do things. So don't you ever forget or anchor yourself in your why. Your why is the compass that bring you back when the noise get low. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Judgment comes, Respond with presence, not defense.
Mm-hmm.
Curiosity comes open with discernment, not obligation. And when misunderstanding comes, offer truth, but release the need to be understood. Because sometimes the highest form of clarity is embodiment, simply living your truth so fully that explanations becomes unnecessary. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Client. So a story. I have a client that she is asexual. Let's we box in everything. She has a she's a lady. She has a partner lady, but they are not with each other because they like sex. Both are asexual. They love the the brain, a very high um, how you call that, very um, they like to talk about new things, spirituality. They want to good conversations. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's important for them. And if this lady didn't tell me that she was gay, I would never know. She's just a nice lady to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And but nobody knows. I know because I'm her coach, but nobody knows. And she does not have the need to tell anybody
Right.
the way she lives. Okay, so I'm totally with her.
Mm-hmm.
Is some Do you want to say something, Irina?
Yeah, it's just like like when you mentioned, you said she's a nice lady, like because automatically people assume if somebody has a different orientation that something is wrong with them, and they start like judging and saying that like in some cases they even advise people to go to a psychiatrist or any other doctor, right, without understanding exactly that it's not just their it's not something that they just came up with. This is something that their essence is related to, and this is something that they are connected to. Because again, if people are not connected on the soul level, it's very difficult for them to understand what's going on beyond visible, right?
Yes, totally with you. So
Mhm.
the time doesn't wait. So let me continue. Otherwise, we'll be having a third part.
Yes.
The power of truth telling and
Mhm.
transparency. Okay, for me, that's my anthem.
Mhm.
Transparency is the heartbeat of unconventional love. It is
Mhm.
not just about being open with your partner. It's about being open with yourself. That's
Totally.
instead of vice versa. Truth
Mhm.
telling isn't always pretty. It
Mhm.
exposes our fears, our jealousy, our shadows. But
Mhm.
it's in those raw confessions, there is where intimacy deepens. When you speak your truth, even trembling, you invite your partner to meet you in reality, not
Mhm.
fantasy. And that's where real connections begins. So tip, try this in your relationship. If you're listening to me right now, try this in your relationship. Once a week, share one truth you've been in holding back. Okay?
Mm.
Something small, honest, and real. It could be a fear, a boundary, a desire, or even a gratitude. Those are the most powerful in my eyes. Let that truth be the soil where your love grows deeper, deeper and deeper. Okay?
I love that.
Something came up in you, Irina?
No, I'm just like, like I'm also listening and tuning in because me and Bruno, we also have a big age gap, right? So again, it's also like love without boxes.
Yes.
And we never look at us that we are different than anybody else because when there is that connection, it's beyond the age, beyond the times, and everything else.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Mhm.
So the accepting, that's the part that for me very important. Accepting is as a foundation. You can use it as the foundation. Before we can love freely, we must first stop rejecting parts of ourselves. Every time you hide your truth, you tell your heart it's not safe to be seen. But when you choose self acceptance, radical body deep, soul deep acceptance, love becomes freedom.
Mm-hmm.
It stops being about earning or of proving, and it becomes being.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're listening to me, us at the moment, ask yourself, what part of yourself are you still apologizing for? What would happen if you stopped? That, my love, is where sacred love begins. When you meet yourself without condition and let that wholeness ripple outwards. So, I provided a lot of tip away today.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, before I have my closing, did something come up in you, Irina, while I was
Yeah,
talking?
I just wanted to say that it's so true. First, if we do not connect with ourselves, we really can't know what we want, what sets our heart on fire. And I always keep telling everybody that the freedom to be you, it has the cost, but once you attain it, it's like the life becomes completely on a different level because now you are unapologetically yourself. You do not have to fit into anybody's boxes. You do not have to prove anything as long as you are just living to your truth. And like you mentioned, be transparent, be vulnerable, and be yourself. And guess what? The biggest thing that I see from that, Dina, is by living the life the way we are, we also given the permission to others, and we give a lot of inspiration to others to
Yes,
stop hiding, playing small, and come out of these boxes and start living fully and freely.
yes, yes, totally with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the ones that are listening to us, I want to leave with a very with another tip. As you move through this week, I invite you to live love as a practice, not as a performance, because the majority of us do love as a performance.
Mm-hmm.
Let it be wild, let it be kind, let it be true. And you know what? Going back, some of us do not know what love is all about, neither. We are in anger, we are in fear,
Mm-hmm.
we are paying bills. That's the only thing that we know.
Totally.
If you're listening to me at this moment, move through this week, live love as a practice. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you don't owe the world anything, no explanation. If you have joy, you don't need to explain the reason why you're having joy. Just have
Totally.
joy and keep on doing that thing that you're doing, even
Mm-hmm.
though your neighbor will not approve. You
Yes.
only owe yourself the courage to live it.
Mm-hmm.
If this conversation resonates with you, I'd love to hear your reflection. Share your story, your questions, your truth in the caption below. You can connect with me on Instagram, on my website. Everything is provided in the caption. Let's keep this dialogue alive because this is how we shift collective consciousness to more honest heart
Mm-hmm.
consciousness. Okay?
Yeah, I love that. Awesome sauce. So, if you have any comments or you want to hear something particular for the next couple of weeks when Dina is gone, so I can actually access the library and pull something, the episodes for you that really something you're craving to hear, just put something in the comment. And the most important thing, share this episode with somebody you think might be useful for, because sharing is caring. And that's exactly how we make this world a better place, one life at a time. All right. Thank you so much, Dina. You have a beautiful, beautiful trip. Have
Thank you.
fun. And for everybody who is tuning in, reach out to Dina as well as register for Meet and Greet Your True Self, because that's the workshop that's going to connect you to yourself, and you are going to hear your own messages from your soul.